So yesterday we have created primary cost limits using different methods, right? Now, maintenance of field status group for making cost center mandatory. Here, FI, right? Every business transaction is to be posted to respective business areas. That's why we have selected business areas required in the field status. Now, for the purpose of cost center account, right? When any expenditure is posted, that has to be identified with the respective cost. So at the time of posting any expenditure, the user has to enter the cost center. The user has to enter. That's why we have to select the cost center field as required in table. This is the setting actually in the field status variant. So maintenance of field status group for making cost center mandatory. On section 4, OBC 4. Select the field status variant SSK. Double click on sorry. Double click on G004 cost accounts. Double click on general data. Select required entry against text field. Click on save. Then double click on additional account assignments. Select cost center as required entry and business area also as required entry. Click on save. So here we have selected the field status group G004. In the field status group G004, we have selected business area, text, and the cost center as required entries. Now we assign this field status group G004 in all the expenses master records which were created as primary cost limits. That is the next step. See, assign new field status group in the GL master. Transaction code FS00. GL account is equal to 4,100,000. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account, change. Then go to create bank interest tab, field status group G004. Click on save. Now, GL account number is equal to 4,200,000. GL account number is equal to 4,200,000. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account, change. Then go to create bank interest tab, field status group G004, right? And do one thing here. Similarly, Similarly, change the field status group in all the GL account master records which have been created as primary cost limits. So here we have created rent account also as primary cost limit. So GL account is 4,300,000. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account, change. Then field status group G004. Click on save. Right now, here you may get one doubt here. So let us go to the field status variant again.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, all the specifications which are given in G001 are there in G04.
That's further till I'm coming. I got your doubt, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I'll explain you now. See here in the G004 only, we have selected cost center as required, right? But all the fields, whatever that are available in the G004 are also available in the G001 also, right? So in G001 itself, we can select the cost center as required. So why we have to select it in G004? This is your question, right, Rasha?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, see, in the field status group G001, if you select the cost center as required entry, then what happens is this field status group G001 was assigned in the cash account, inventory of raw material account, and other balanced accounts also. Right? In that case, if you select right cost center as required entry in the field status group G001, then at the time of posting to cash account, to inventory of raw material account also, the user has to enter the business cost center. But cash account and inventory of raw material accounts are balanced accounts, and they are not created as primary cost. That's why, right, based on the nature of the GL accounts, SAP has classified these field status groups: G004 cost accounts, G003 material consumption accounts, G001 general type of accounts. So in all the GL accounts which are related to cost accounts, we assign the G004. Clear? Clear, Nirosha?
Yes, sir.
Now, here, master maintenance of GL account master records means here, one more example. Previous year, in the last year, we have implemented FI, right? So in FI, we have the 500 expenses GL accounts, right? Now this year, we have implemented CO. So using the automatic creation of primary cost elements, we have created all these 500 expenses GL accounts as primary cost elements. Then in FI, in all these 500 expenses GL account master records, right? We should have assigned the field status group G001, right? Now, in all these 500 expenses GL account master records, we have to change the field status group to G004. So if you use FS00, we have to execute that function 500 times, which is laborious, right? That's why, again, we have one function which is called mass maintenance of GL account master records. So using this function, we can edit the changeable fields in the master records of a group of GL accounts. We have the separate transaction codes for editing the fields in the chart of account segment, company code segment, and descriptions. You know, in every GL account master record, right, we have chart of account segment and company code segment. So chart of account segment contains some fields, and the company code segment contains some fields. So in order to edit these fields, we have the separate transaction codes. Now here our requirement is to edit the field status group, right? The field status group is part of our company code segment, right? So to change the field in the company code segment, example, field status group in the group of GL account master records. Accounting means SAP Easy Access. Financial accounting, general ledger, master records, GL accounts, collective processing, see, company code data, OB underscore GLACC1. See here, first to read the message. Please note that many objects can be changed simultaneously in mass maintenance. When you save your changes, the system checks them for the consistency. They then take immediate effect for all the objects chosen. For this reason, please proceed carefully, but do not select this checkbox. Okay? Click on enter. Company code is equal to SSKV. GL account is equal to 4 lakhs to 4 lakhs 599. Click on execute. Click on execute. Then here we can change all the field status. Click on save. See, you want to save the changes. They will take immediate effect for all the objects chosen. this action cannot be undone. Click on enter. Okay. Now here one more function, blocking of GL accounts. Here FS00. In FS00 we can block a GL account individually. In FS00 we can block a single GL account only. But if you want to block multiple GL accounts at a time, right? Here itself you can do. Here you can see the fields here, right? Account currency, right? Only balances in local currency, right? Tax category. Then this is only balances in local currency. This is tax category. And this is posting without taxing. So all the fields are there, right? So here blocking the field is not there, right? So in that case, you want to insert the blocking field here. So go to menu view. So why the system is displaying only these fields in the master records in the change mode? Because here, go to menu view, choose fields. So these are all the fields, right, which are available in the GL account master records. So in the selection criteria, only these fields are added, right? That's why the system is displaying only these fields, right? Now, I want to select blocker for posting, right? Select that, click on left arrow, click on enter. See, you can block all the GL accounts. So collectively also, you can block the GL accounts in this way. The collective processing of the GL account master record, we can block the GL accounts. Clear, no? Next, to edit the fields in the chart of account segment, path is same as above. Transaction code OB underscore GLACC11. Right? Procedure is same as above. Then to edit the descriptions, transaction code path is same as above. Transaction code OB underscore GLACC13. Procedure is same as above. Right? Then cost element groups again. Based on the common attributes among the cost elements, we can group them together. They are called cost element groups. The cost element groups are used only for the convenience of planning and reporting. Means there are some cost elements which are related to factory cost. There are some expenses relating to administration cost. There are some cost elements relating to some other group, right? So we can create all the cost relating to administration cost as one group, like administration cost limits. Similarly, sales related cost limits, research and development related cost limits. Like that, we can group the cost elements, right? And the definition of cost element groups is not mandatory. The definition of cost element groups is not mandatory, but they are convenient for the purpose of planning activities and reporting activities. So for the time being, let us create the cost element groups. Later on, you can understand how these cost element groups are convenient. Okay. Creation of cost element group. Transaction code KAH1. Controlling area is equal to SSKV. Click on enter. Cost element group is equal to SSKV underscore ADMN. I'm going to create administration cost element group. Cost element group is equal to SSKV underscore ADMN. Click on enter. Description is equal to administration cost elements. Click on insert cost element. 4,300 to 4,390. Cost element from is equal to 4,300. Cost element 2 is equal to 4,399. Click on enter and save. Here, if you follow the sequence, right, we can do 400, 300 to 400, 399. But if the administration cost element numbers are random, right, in that case, if you click on this insert cost element, the system will add some 5 lines. In that case, individually you can assign all the cost elements here. Click on save. Then again, if you want to create one more cost element group, SSKV, factory cost. Click on enter. Or factory cost or manufacturing cost. Let us take it as manufacturing cost. MFRG. Manufacturing cost. Then click on insert cost element. 4,200 to 4,299. Click on enter and save. Like that, right? We can create all the cost element groups. Just a minute. Did you receive the yesterday class recording? CO class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the
So
next one.
while assigning, if I have missed some GL account randomly, when I am assigning the random numbers GL accounts, when I missed it, it will display, sir.
No, it will not display.
Sir, here
In that
there.
case, you can go
sir.
to KAH2, right?
Sir.
Change. Then you can again add it.
Okay.
Got it?
Randomly, we have to write on the paper, and afterwards we have to enter.
Not
it.
like that, Amma.
Okay, sir.
You use the Excel sheets like that, like that. Don't
Okay.
use the physical paper and all these things.
Okay.
If you miss anything, the thing is whether you, however you maintain it. If you miss to assign any cost elements, we can go to KAH2 transaction code, change cost element groups, right? Then again, you can click on insert cost element. There we can assign any number. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, automatic creation of cost element from the settings done in the chart of accounts means what? Here, at the time of implementation, right? The consultant will create all the primary cost elements using automatic creation of cost elements method, right? Then, after implement is also over, sometimes some new expenses GL accounts will be created. So when we create the new expenses GL account, again, that new expenses GL account is to be created as primary cost, right? For that, we have two options. See, first one is, the FI end user creates the expenses or revenue GL accounts and gives the information to the CO end user with the GL account number. Then the CO end user uses the transaction code KA01 and creates the GL account as primary cost. Okay, then number 2, we can use automatic creation of cost element function. For that, we need to do one settings in the chart of accounts. So go to the transaction code OB13. Go to the transaction code OB13. Click on position. Chart of accounts SSKV. Click on enter. Select SSKV chart of accounts. Click on details button. Change the option for controlling integration to automatic creation of cost elements. Here, manual creation of cost elements is there. That's why if you remember, right, in our initial classes at the time of chart of accounts, if you go back and see the notes there, I told you the notes also, right? So if you use this manual creation of cost elements, what happens when the expenses accounts are created, when the expenses GL account master records are created, they are created as primary cost elements manually in the control. But if you use automatic creation of cost elements, from now onwards, the system will create the expenses GL accounts automatically as a primary cost element. So whenever an expense GL account is, whenever a new expense GL account is created in FI, the system will convert that expense GL account as primary cost element automatically. Click on save. Now, in KA 23, we can display all the cost elements. See, these are the cost elements we have created, right? Now, 4,300, 4,302, 4,310, so 4,315. So after this, right, 4,315, 4,370, right? So I'm creating one GL account, right, with the number 4,316 factory rent account. Okay. So, FS00. GL account is equal to 4,316. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account create. The account group is administration cost. Select P&L statement account. Short text is equal to factory rent account. GL account long text is also factory rent account. Go to control data tab. Account currency INR. Select only balances in local currency. Select to line item display. Sort key 001. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G004. Click on save. Now this 4,316 should have been created as a primary cost element. Let us go to page 20. 4,316 factory rent account. And the system creates this cost element with the category number 1 default. Okay. So restore the setting, right? Do not select that in your practice also. Just to do the practice and again go back and change it to manual creation of cost elements. Next. Processing of cost element master records. There are two types of processing of cost element master records are available. Number one, individual processing. See, individual processing means under this type, we can process a single cost element at a time. The following functions are available under the following part. SAP Easy Access. Accounting, controlling, cost element accounting, master data, cost element, individual processing. So under the individual processing, KA01, create primary, KA06, create secondary, KA02, change, KA03, display, KA04, delete, KA05, display changes. Means we can create a single primary cost element. We can create a single secondary cost element. We can edit a single cost element. We can display a single cost element. We can delete a single cost element. We can display changes to single cost element. Here you can enter only one cost element, right? That is called individual processing. Then collective processing. In this type, we can process a group of cost elements at a time. We can process a group of cost elements at a time. So under this type, the following functions are available under the following path. See, here up to cost element path is in collective processing. So under the collective processing, you can display all the cost elements or group wise also you can display. See here, 4 lakhs to 4 lakh 599, all the cost elements. For example, I want to display only the cost elements relating to administration cost group, right? In that case, you select cost element group, then ADM, click on execute. These are the administration cost element. This is called, collective processing, right? Then, if you want to delete a group of cost elements, you can do it. Clear, no? Now, cost center accounting, right? This cost center accounting, I have to explain you at a stroke, right? This we will see in tomorrow's class. So from tomorrow onwards, we start postings and controlling also. Any questions?
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, what is the difference between controlling object and cost object, sir?
See, cost object is an entity for which the cost is a second. Suppose, for example, you are producing 100 tables together. Okay.
Okay.
Now I want to find out the cost of producing is 100 tables. These 100 tables are called cost object.
Okay.
Suppose if you want to find the cost of a single table, in that case, single table is called one cost object.
Okay.
So the entity for which you ascertain the cost, that is called cost object, right? Cost object is one of the controlling object. Cost object is one of the controlling object. Under the controlling objects, you have the cost center, internal order, profit center, profitability segment, project, etc., etc. Like that, cost object is also controlling object.
Okay. So controlling object is a wide range.
Yes, exactly.
So, and here it is given, as you said, there are many inclusions in controlling object. So any one will select or will be posting according to the all?
No, means you are asking what are modules you implement, like what?
Means if we have to select a cost center and we have to do accounting as per cost center.
No. See here, normally cost center is selected as required entry, right? From the cost centers, the expenses are transferred to other modules, like profit center, right? Product costing. In the product costing, we use the cost object, right? From the cost center accounting only, expenses will be transferred to different submodules in controlling. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one more doubt, sir. One second.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, in planning versions, what I understood, it's like the version is nothing but it cannot be taken as a variances, like a standard variances, sir? Standard costing.
Yeah, variance is standard costing only. In the standard costing only, we
So
calculate variances.
Yeah, exactly. So here default value is 0. You have told yesterday in the class.
Oh.
So
No,
like
not
that.
default value. Default
Default
version is
version.
0.
Yeah.
Default version is 0 in the system. Okay.
Yeah.
So for every controlling area, normally we maintain 0 version only as default version. Okay.
Okay.
So when you maintain the 0 version as default version, always all the actual postings will be automatically transferred to 0 version only. Then the user enters the planned values in the 0 version. So from the 0 version, we can generate the variance. So in the academic cost accounting, always use the variance in the standard costing, right? But here in controlling, in every submodule of controlling, we generate the variances. We generate the variance reports. In the cost center accounting, internal order accounting, profit center accounting, we are going to generate the variance reports.
So what I didn't actually understand is that the actual values will be compared to what, sir, to generate
Planned
the variance?
Values, targets.
So planned values, it's like we have to give at the end, at the starting
Beginning
of the year itself.
at the beginning of the month.
Yeah. So first we have to give the planned values, then actual values, then it will be compared and the variances will be coming out.
Yes.
So at every beginning of the month, we have to give the planned values.
Yes. During the month, every day you'll be going on posting the transactions.
Okay. Yeah.
At the
Now
end
I
of the
got it.
month?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, at the end of the month, you have the actual expenditure and the planned expenditure. Right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
system compares these two and generates the variance reports.
Okay. So now while doing the practice, we'll come to know where to enter the planned values as well as the actuals, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
It will start from tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
where we
That's
enter the actual values, how they are posted to cost centers, all these things, they will start from tomorrow.
okay. Yeah. That's it, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else from anybody? Okay, then see you tomorrow.